Hi, I'm Beth Brandt, and I'm here to share procurement principles for goods and services charged to sponsored projects. As a principal investigator, you're responsible for ensuring purchases made with sponsored funds meet the unique requirements beyond that of the university's normal procurement process. For example, purchases using federal sponsored funds must be made in accordance with uniform guidance. One of the intents of uniform guidance is to reduce the risk of waste, fraud, and abuse. Let's take a look at procurement best practices you can incorporate and follow to ensure the purchases of goods and services utilizing sponsored funds are allowable, provide a direct benefit to the project, and are made according to current federal laws, regulations, and institutional policies. The first step in the procurement process is determining the need for a good or service in order to conduct your work. When determining the need for the goods or services, you want to ensure the purchases are related to the sponsored project or projects they're being charged to. Once the need for a good or service has been identified, you should be partnering with your research procurement staff to be sure the proposed purchase is allowable, within the sponsor budget and spending limits, and is within the allowable project period. Once you've determined the order is appropriate, research procurement staff will work to place your order following appropriate procurement methods and utilizing preferred vendors when possible. Using appropriate procurement methods and vendors ensures your purchases follow university and sponsor guidelines. Please note that splitting purchases to avoid compliance with requirements related to purchase thresholds is strictly prohibited. Once your order arrives, you're responsible for verifying receipt of the good or confirmation of the service. This means the order is inspected for accuracy or confirming a service has been completed as requested. Make sure and notify your research procurement staff of any problems right away so they can work to resolve any outstanding issues. Payments to vendors for orders and services are processed by accounts payable in compliance with university policies. You should be partnering with your research administrator to review all procurement activity charged to your projects on a monthly basis for accuracy and appropriateness, and erroneous charges should be resolved promptly. Following these steps for procurement activity throughout your project helps ensure the charges are accurate and appropriate when the work is complete. In summary, principal investigators are responsible for understanding and following sponsored fund procurement guidelines. Good procurement practices help avoid purchasing pitfalls like large expense transfers from one project to another, unresolved uniform guidance expenses, or purchases charged to a project after the project period end date. Following the procurement principles outlined helps ensure purchases made related to your project activities are compliant with university and sponsor guidelines. Thanks for watching, and please remember to partner with your research administrator for guidance and support.